Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. What is the plan for today? Well, we're gonna start with our Selenic Chronicles because this is a weekly quest. We gotta start that, and then we've got to finish Lantern Right because this has 6 hours left, so we're gonna have to finish it. I think it should be fine. But yeah, I also finished this off stream, as in it had like I did like one more game, and I didn't realize that was like it. I thought it was gonna last a little bit longer. So it also had an afterword, but basically the two women basically had like a moment where they were like, well, we could fight anyway, and it's like, oh, if I was to bump into you again, we could fight. And I think it's either the beginning of a besties or they've fallen in love. I don't know, it was full of tension. It was all like, if I was to meet you while I was on duty, then this would happen. And it was like, well, if I was to meet you on duty while you were on duty. And it was quite funny. But yeah. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start. I think that's the only thing we have to do. And I think new update must be coming on Wednesday, because looking at these, they are almost done. Yeah, I think I've done everything anyway. So yeah, it's fine. We haven't done much exploring, but this has another update to do anyway. But yeah, I don't see anything else. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to visit Columbina, and then we're gonna do Lantern Right. And I believe for Lantern Right, what we're doing is we're going to show the Horse Adeptus around Liyue. I forget exactly why we're doing that, but I think we were trying to show her like what life has become, I guess, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. I forgot why we were showing around, but we were showing around at the end of the last stream. So like she has split into 3 parts, I guess. There's sort of like 3 ghostly versions of her. The heavenly, the earthly, and the human, I think. And then each one had a little bit of like her soul or something. And she was trying to like create these and like expel away like her vices, I guess. And she was trying to get rid of them. But then as she died, somebody, I think time, the rule of time, saved her and put her soul into these 3. And so she's all kind of like, we're trying to revive her by taking the fragments from each of these 3, and one of them stuck on the moon. And she seemed quite nice, but she seemed a bit like lost. And then one of them was like a curse, kind of, I don't know. He possessed Garming and possessed this other lady, and then possessed, who was it? Mountain Shaper, maybe? The other crane possessed him. He went and planted a lot of mint on Cloud Retainer's house. So then we managed to basically reassure her that we were going to help or something. And then the other one basically said, well, why should I stop living, essentially? Because if you take that away, I'm going to fade. Yeah, why? And then we're going to take her around Liyue, I guess, to show her why it's worth it. Let's see. Some numbers. Okay, your Animal Crossing numbers. Okay, she didn't want this. There are 11 eagle villages and 35 different species. So first it randomizes the species, equal chance for each species. Then within the species, so 1 times 30, 1/35th times 1/11th. Okay. You're trying to give me the conditional probabilities of her getting 7. Anyway, Kuhenki. Oh, they're all surrounding Columbina. Wow, it's so lively here today. All those Kuhenki are dancing around Columbina. In a sec, it's not dancing. It looks like they're trying to bury her alive in a pile of cuteness. Help me. Give me your hand. Phew, thank you. Why were the Kuhenki acting like that just now? They're not usually that energetic, are they? Well, I decided to play a game with the little ones, and it seems they became quite invested. Running around like that after playtime, kind of like puppies, aren't they? Maybe that's their way of showing gratitude. Only this time their gratitude felt more like getting caught in an unexpected snowdrift. The other Paimon bets you'd never pass up a chance to spoil them. In any case, would the two of you like to give it a try? You mean being surrounded like that? Or you mean playing a game with the Kuhenki? You mean being surrounded? That can be arranged, just need to get the right answer. Oh, sure thing. It'll be cool to see what sort of games got the Kuhenki so obsessed. Go on now. Okay, what game are we playing with the Kuhenki? All you have to do is guess the image. Ah, okay. But it's way too abstract. Constellations. Did you actually manage to get the right answer when you played Columbina? No, I guess wrong more often than not. Well, Paimon's gonna quit while she's ahead. Why don't you take a guess, Kaiko? A deer, a rhino, a harpoon with a prong bent backwards. It's a deer! Whoa, that reaction must mean... Congratulations, your answer is correct. Oh, I think we're being smothered too. Guess this means we did good. They really are so soft and squishy. The Kuhenki have taken a liking to you. I can feel it, they're at ease in your presence. Just as rhyme or deer fawns are given to bathing in the moonlight, so too are the Kuhenki drawn to that which radiates from your heart. Oh, and what would that be exactly? A certain kindness and gentleness, I suppose. Aww. Well, that's cute. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to play with the Kuhenki again sometime. Okay. Cool. Let me just pick up a couple of orbs. Okay, that was quick, which is good because we have to go and help Zibai go and have some snacks. This is somewhat urgent. Anyway, 0.25974% chance of encountering her each time. You think you could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what 1/35th times 1/11th are. But could be. Very well could be. Assuming they're independent. I'm assuming they are independent. Okay, let's go this way. Jiangling, Chef Mao, we're here. Oh, hello there. What a surprise to see you two. Welcome, welcome. Hey there, Kaiko and Paimon. We're a little busy today, so grab a table while you still can. But I don't think I've met this lady before. Is she a new friend? You could say that. We brought her here for a lantern rite. Oh, I see. Well, hey there. A friend of Kaiko's is a friend of mine. Don't worry, we'll take good care of you. Just order whatever you want. It's on the house. By the way, I'm Xiangling. I cook here at One Min Restaurant. What's your name? Miss Xiangling, have you ever heard of the White Horse Adeptus? Oh, she's gonna out and reveal it. I see. Of course. What about her? I'm her, and she is me. She did. Huh? You mean you're an Adeptus? You young'uns crack me up. Come on, Xiangling, you've got to keep up with the times. Wait, does he not believe us? Haven't you heard of cosplay? It's cosplay? Haven't you heard of cosplay? It's like a role-playing game where you dress up as famous characters and pretend to be him. Seriously, it's all the rage, and it looks like this young lady's quite the expert. Your friends shall keep their fingers on the pulse, huh, Kaiko? Dad, didn't know you were so tuned in, but how come I haven't heard about it? You gotta listen to our customers. Didn't I tell you to spend less time chasing after wild vegetables and more time making friends? Even more out of the touch than I am. Ha ha ha. Hey, I like making friends too. Isn't that what I'm doing right now? Anyway, even if it is just a costume, is it alright if I still call you White Horse Adeptus? Of course it's alright, because that's exactly who I am. Okay, I can see you're really committed to the role. How about I call you the real White Horse Adeptus instead? In that case, you can call Paimon the real Kaiko. I guess that makes me the real Paimon. Yeah, right, you could have at least switched outfits. Funny mortals. Nevertheless, I suppose it might be amusing to indulge in your little charade, for a while at least. Alright, grab yourselves a table, I'll come take your orders in a bit. I can't believe Chef Mao told her to her face that she didn't, that she was a fake, that she was in cosplay. How do you end up just saying that? Also, it's just not true. Chef Meow, I guess. He is Mao, like cat, but it's probably not Mao. Anyway, hello, may I ask if Miss Xiangling and Chef Mao are here? Oh, Lu Xiangxiang, she's the one who got possessed. Yeah, they're just over there. Wait a sec, aren't you? So, what would you like to? Huh, you're? Hello, Miss Xiangling, it's me, Lu Xiangxiang. Only broke some stuff here at your restaurant a few days ago. I just wanted you to know how sorry I am. I honestly don't know what came over me, so please forgive me. Oh, it's you! You really gave me a fright that day, young lady. You didn't actually get food poisoning from our black perch stew, right? Come on, Dad. She's come to say sorry. That's right, Miss Lu. You must have been feeling a bit off that day. You're looking so much better now, though. Why don't you grab a table too? This one's on the house. No, I couldn't possibly. Hey, it's only okay. We all feel under the weather sometimes, especially when we're away from home. Go on, find yourself a... Oh, yikes. Looks like all the tables are taken. Wanna come sit with us? We've got an extra seat over here. Must be fate, huh? Thanks, guys. So what would you like to eat today? Feel free to order anything you like. I should very much like to sample your renowned poisonous black perch. I'd very much like to sample your renowned poisonous black back perch stew. It wasn't poisoned. That was all on me. That's unfortunate black back perch stew. How about you guys? I'm on once. This is on the house. Why don't you choose for us? Sure thing. Looks like Pam was having trouble making up her mind. Anyway, I guarantee you'll love it. Let me think. Well, since the black back perch stew is on the spicy side, I guess it makes sense to balance it out with a serving of stir-fried shrimp. And since it's right season, you better try out the triple-layered consomme and come and get it too. Those are our seasonal specialties. As for the carbs, since we've got a full table, how about some right home along with our special chili mince cornbread buns? Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Then for dessert, I'll whip you up some Lucky Snow Delight I just came up with a few days ago, and I can't wait for you to try it. Wow, sounds like quite the feast. It looks like Power was in luck today. Am I the only one who thinks that's way too much? Not at all, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. And to top it all off, our star dish, Adeptus Temptation. You should know that we don't often serve this here at Women's Restaurant. But since this is my first time cooking for the White Horse Adeptus, I'm pulling out all the stops. I hope she appreciates it, because she really is cooking for the White Horse Adeptus. Okie dokie, just sit back and relax. I'll have your dishes out in no time. Hold on, did I just hear Miss Xiangling mention the White Horse Adeptus? You did indeed, and you're looking right at her. That's a joke, by the way. She's cosplaying. Oh, Paimon's on the bit, in on the bit too. Oh, I see. Phew, almost relieved you there for a moment. Tell me, little one, what business might you have with White Horse Adeptus? It's a long story. Basically, a while back, I took part in an archaeological dig over at the chasm. While we were there, we discovered a number of relics. Our findings show that they date back to the era of Long Gone, an ancient nation whose people are said to have been the ancestors of some of the modern-day inhabitants of Chenyu Vale. Oh, Chenyu Vale. And why might such matters concern the White Horse Adeptus? because some of those relics not only seem to contain textual references to her, but even depictions of what she looked like. There have long been legends claiming that the White Horse Adeptus was a deity of that era, but there are plenty of other theories out there too. If I could just locate some more detailed records, I'm sure we'd be able to find out so much more. You're into history? Well, to tell you the truth, I actually joined the archaeological team by sheer accident, but once I started down this path, I knew that I wanted to make something of myself. Recently though, things seem to have taken a turn for the worse. Still can't believe I caused such a mess and even ended up hurting someone. Oh, so you're considering becoming a martial artist now instead? No, I mean they weren't seriously hurt, it was just a few scratches, and they let it go after my mother compensated them. You know, that really wasn't your fault. Either way, my career is pretty much over, and even though both the victim and the Ministry of Civil Affairs say they won't be pursuing the matter any further, my father says he's going to punish me according to our family rules. Family rules? Yeah, he decided to ground me. I had to return to Qiaoying Village after the Lantern Rite, and goodness knows when I'll be able to leave again. Wow, that's harsh. That's the kind of thing only rich, super traditional parents would do. Not exactly rich, though. All we own are a few tea fields in Qiaoying Village and a guest house in Liyue Harbor. A guest house? It isn't Baiju guest house by any chance. Ah, so Boss Liu must be your... Yep, he's my grandfather. So you've heard of the guest house before? Small world, huh? Come to think of it, didn't Boss Liu mention something about hoping that the White Horse Adeptus would show up and let her divine power be known? Well, she showed up alright. Sure, but Pam was guessing this wasn't exactly what he had in mind. Shh, keep it down. Little one, it sounds to me that your family is rather well off, after all. What then drew to your archaeology? Why subject yourself to such unnecessary hardships? Even if I stayed at home, there's no guarantee I'd lead a nice, easy life, just like my father. Recently, my grandfather put him in charge of the guest house, and he came up with a bunch of ideas right away, starting with changing its name. It didn't turn out well, though. My grandfather yelled at him for days, even calling him a bad son, and they still haven't let it go. Oh, Hammer thinks you might have heard about that too. Long story short, being dependent on others is never fun. You just end up being completely under the thumb. That's why I want to make it on my own out here, no matter how hard it is. After all, as the saying goes, to rise above others, one must endure the hardest of hardships. Ha. What's so funny about that? You poor innocent little creatures never failed to amuse me. To think you would endure all manner of hardships in your brief time on this mortal plane and all that merely to rise above others? I would have thought that the wiser path would be simply to roam this world as I do. Huh? Tell me, what is it that you truly delight in? Archaeology, martial arts, tea planting, or perhaps the keeping of a guest house? What I delight in? Yes, surely there must be something you don't find quite so exhausting. Whatever delights you should not feel like a burden. But do you think that really exists? Of course, take Miss Xiangling for instance. I defy you to detect even a hint of hardship on her face when she wields her wok and spatula. Since it seems you are resolved to tread the rocky path, you should strive with all your might to pursue that which brings you delight. You mean, like cosplay? I suppose you might say that. So the White Horse Adeptus is really getting into her role. I think I get what you mean. Then maybe I should have a chat with Miss Xiangling before I head home. Okay everyone, sorry to keep you waiting, here's your food. Wow, it all smells so good. Finally, I have to try that famous poisonous stew. Didn't you hear what Xiangling said? It wasn't the stew. If anyone's to blame, it's that other you. You. What's up? How fiercely this mortal fare burns upon the tongue. Oh, it's spicy. Lucky Snow delight, knowing Xiangling is probably enough to require slimes. You others devour the food. Once you've all finished, Liu Shang stays behind to ask Xiangling how she might discover the vacation she loves. The rest of you make your own way to the streets. You discuss the next stop on your one-day tour of Liyue. It probably does have cryo slimes. How else would you get snow? Most satisfying. As boys and stews go, so where to now? Time, I think, to seek out some diversion. There's plenty of entertainment options in Liyue. I will tell you that. The locals like to drink tea, walk their pets, play chess, watch operas, attend storytelling performances. Storytelling performances? You know, like listening to people telling stories. They're usually based on old Liyue legends, just like their operas. Stuff like the Divine Dams of Devastation, Through the Eyes of Dragon, or the Sanctification of Tao Do. What about the story of the bright moon that sits in the sky above us? Pamela doesn't think she's heard that one. Still, the moon does come up quite a lot. It's even in the name itself. The Yue in Liyue actually means moon. Since we're on the subject, you like telling stories yourself, right? Why don't you go check it out? In that case, I have to trouble the two of you to lead the way. Awesome, let's go. Third round knockout, here we come. Why are we going to third round knockout? Oh, we got a recipe! We gotta try it out. Whose recipe is Lucky Snow Delight? Mooncakes! These are snowy mooncakes! Oh, perfect. Does anyone have a bonus? No. I was looking to see if it was like Zibai's dish, but it's not. They're just mooncakes! Yay! Okay. And we have a lot of stuff. We could make them all now. I probably won't though, because we should probably, you know, wait a bit. But this looks like mooncakes. I mean, you got lotus, because usually these sorts of things have like lotus seeds in them. And you have made from rice, the grains are ground to flour, and the mix of sugar and water will press into molds. Steamed to become a snow white cake that invokes a promise of rich and plentiful harvest. Okay, makes sense. But yes, I like mooncakes. And they are recovery foods, which is good, because I actually ran out of hash browns. You know, like, this thing, you know what it's got in it? It's got, okay, you can't see it because I'm in the way. It's got Duolingo Owl chicken wings. Or chicken drumsticks. And that is definitely what we're having for food. Because I ran out of hash browns. And I had a lot of them, so it seemed like a waste to not do them. Oh, well that's gonna be nice. We had to meet, I forgot her name. Yunjin. There we go. I'm Tong Tien. What a tongue twister. Phew, I'd have to make a complete fool of myself. I'd have made a complete fool of myself if I tried to say it on stage without practicing it first. Call yourself Iron Tongue Tien, wobbly Tongue Tien, more like. I used to have that problem a lot. And if you just take your time to grasp the meaning and commit it to memory, you'll be able to say it smoothly in no time. You're right, Miss Yun. I'll give it another try. Hey Yunjin, fancy seeing you here. What are you two talking about? Ah, Keiko and Paimon, we meet again, and who may I ask is this? You may call me the White Horse Adeptus. The White Horse Adeptus? She's not really an Adeptus. She's just cosplaying as one. I see. Well, it certainly looks like a lot of fun. Oh, funny you mention it. This type of thing is actually something I'm quite familiar with. Once, to perform through the eyes of a dragon, I decided to imagine that I was Rex Lapis himself. It was the only way I could to truly inhabit his mindset and understand his resolve to quell these demons. Sounds like you just want an excuse to feel big and powerful. Hey, you just don't understand how inspiration works. You want to talk. I must travel all over with Kaiko, and she's seen things that would make your jaw drop. Alright then, since you claim to be so knowledgeable, why don't you prove it by reciting an ancient poem? An ancient poem? Which one? Ah, see? You mean to tell me you've never heard of the ancient poem called an ancient poem? What kind of a title is that? Quit teasing Paimon. We just found out about that ourselves. He's talking about the writing on those ancient relics. When we first saw it, we couldn't figure out what it meant at all, so in the meantime we decided to just refer to it as an ancient poem. However, thanks to the painstaking work of the scholars who were tasked with decoding it, it seems that that's exactly what it was, or rather a ode offered in veneration of the moon and the White Horse Adeptus. Oh, yeah, didn't Kerching mention that before? It's got something to do with Langang, right? That is correct. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has issued notice stating that, although it is true the moon may disappear tonight, we should be in no danger. In other words, there's nothing to fear. If you're worried, we can always take a leaf from the book of the ancients by reciting this poem. I mean, and calling for the White Horse Adeptus' aid. If we do that, I'm certain she'll protect our moon and keep us safe. Well, seriously, Paimon has to get a look at this. An ancient poem. Under moon eternal in radiant night, a maiden grants silk soft and light. Under moon iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fibre for cloth so fine. Under moon of frost, in night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate. The fields are ploughed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds before our eyes. Fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured, these gifts we offer to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night. And with her does this wish take flight. Under moon eternal radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light. What in Tibet's that supposed to mean? Under moon iridescent in night divine, blah blah blah, something tossed so fine. Something about fields being ploughed, something else about seeds being sown from the earth. Seriously, what is this? The fields are ploughed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth life is grown. Whoa, we did that without even looking. Bravo, bravo, we have an expert in our midst. Looks like this young lady really does know her role inside out. If I didn't know any better, I'd have taken her for the real deal. That's because I am the real deal. That's the spirit. That's exactly the kind of mindset I was talking about. Behold, mortals, I'm none other than the indomitable Rex Lapis himself, kneel before my godly splendour. Believe me, young lady, I know exactly why you did it. Back in the day, I was just like you. I must say, you're rather amusing as mortals go. It's White Horse Adeptus. It is great. A great pleasure to make your acquaintance today. I have some questions regarding the poem, and I was wondering perhaps if you might be able to shed some light on this. Want me to explain the full meaning of its verses? Your guidance would be much appreciated. Fascinating. Tell me, do all the people of Liyue still express such reverence for the ancient ways? Well, it's true that we hold a deep fondness for our history, but it is hardly our only pursuit. One of my good friends, for instance, is even more devoted to the modern Fontanian art of rock and roll. Exactly, and don't forget, great practitioners of the role-playing arts walk among us too, people like me and you, young lady. Yes, so rather than placing too much emphasis on our reverence for the ancient ways, it might be better to say, here in Liyue, 100 passions bloom, each with a voice of its own. I see, then I suppose it wouldn't do any harm for me to enlighten you. In truth, it is but a simple poem of blessings. Its meaning is this. As the eternal moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and the mulberry leaves so that they may be used to make coarse cloth that is nevertheless soft, light, and comfortable to weave. To wear. Ah. As the iridescent moon rises in the sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the kudzu vines and hemp so that they may be used to make fine, luxurious cloth. As the frost moon rises in the night sky, a maiden adorned with lustrous jade descends upon the earth. She blesses the mugwort and artemisia so that they may be perfect for divination. She really did come down from the moon. She shows the people how to use a plough and spade to purge the land of weeds, till the soil, and heap up the grain to make it fertile. Then with the hoe, she teaches them to sow their grain, bestowing the promise of life upon every seed. She blesses the millet and the beans, ensuring that their stalks and vines stretch forth without end. She embraces the wheat and the rice, so that their heavy heads are filled with plump, glistening grain. I think she's a real pro at all this farming stuff. The fruits of the fields are harvested and brewed into sacred wine for honoured guests, as we reverently present to the divine maiden. With every ceremonial step, laws are observed, so that she may witness the depths of our piety and respect. O divine maiden, how can your graceful presence in the sky not seem like that of a fairy descending from the heavens? O divine maiden, how does your pure and radiant form not resemble the guardian spirit of our land? I send my heart's desire, ascending to the heavens, beseeching you to grant us good fortune and blessings in the coming years. Ah, so that's what it's supposed to mean. I find myself speechless, moved beyond the power of words to convey. Oh, young lady, you've shown me this. Heights to which a true role-player must aspire. Truly remarkable performance. I did not anticipate that anyone could unravel this poem with such depth and clarity, and so soon after the Ministry of Civil Affairs noticed too. I'd even begun to consider myself somewhat versed in the matter, but as I say, there's always someone more knowledgeable out there. Allow me to extend my thanks to you, Miss White Horse Adeptus. You're far too humble, young one. I must confess, a desire who have been surprised not only by you, but also by this Liyue Harbor of the present day. Ah, so you're not from Liyue. And what, may I ask, has surprised you about it? Oh, it's nothing really, just some old memories scattered here and there. Very well, my guide, I suppose it's time we set forth on the next part of our excursion. I'd like to go see that wolf now. What say the two of you? No problem, we'll take you wherever you want. Oh, leaving so soon? Before you go, allow me to introduce myself. I am Yunjin, director of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. May I ask your name in return? My own name is scarcely worth mentioning, but since you asked, perhaps I'll tell you the title of that poem instead. Huh? It isn't actually called an ancient poem? Of course not. Its real title is Odes of Lang Zibai. Odes of Lang Zibai? Alright then, until we meet again. Ooh, poem. Okay. You make the Northern Apple Steaks. Oh, you get it all from shops and expeditions. It is the same as a hash brown. Fair enough. I just like the hash browns because they're hash browns. That's all. I think the Duolingo Owl is probably the way to go. Because I think I have a lot of that stuff anyway. So it should be easy enough. And it does more stuff. Oh, was that my Xiao Lantern? Maybe. Oh, did I say welcome's fine? If I didn't, then welcome's fine, childies. Oh, she can take you there. We don't want that. We want to go over there to talk to, I presume, Ganyu and Yan Fei. Hey Ganyu, I almost forgot to mention, on my recent trip to Not Cry, I came across something really fascinating in the Frosting and Science Library. Some records in their collection of another divine envoy living on the moon. A divine envoy on the moon? You don't think it could have been referring to the White Horse Adeptus too, do you? No way to say for sure, still the similarities between our legends are intriguing to say the least. Isn't it amazing, especially when you consider how far apart we are? It truly is. We might live in different lands, but when we look up at the night sky, we all see the same moons and stars. Right? It's like we're all bound together, no matter where we are. When you think of it like that, it's almost as if our friends from other nations will be right here celebrating with us. Isn't that a wonderful thought? And no wonder you're so excited to go see the giant lantern when you first got back. Sounds like you're a real fan of the White Horse Adeptus, huh? I guess you could say that. Just a pity she's so elusive. Even Granny's never met her, you know? Maybe she really is just a legend after all. Hey, and Fang Ganyu, trust Paimon, the White Horse Adeptus is as real as real can be. Huh? Oh look, it's Kaiko and Paimon. Feels like I haven't seen you two in, like, forever. Happy Lantern Rite. It's good to see you again. Hey you two, happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite. Did I hear you right now, Paimon? Does that mean you've actually seen the White Horse Adeptus? She has indeed, and now so have you. Huh? And you are? Why, who else? The White Horse Adeptus, of course. Could you maybe start with something else next time? You're the White Horse Adeptus? She's cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus. That's right, I'll have Paimon introduce you to our new friend, Xiao. She's been low-key obsessed with cosplaying the White Horse Adeptus ever since we met her. I see. Well then, greetings Mr. Xiao. My name is Yanfei, and recently I've been low-key obsessed with learning everything I can about the White Horse Adeptus. I'm sure the two of you will get along like a house on fire. Oh, and by the way, I'm Ganyu. Mr. Xiao, you must be here to see the giant lantern too, right? A horse-shaped Xiao lantern? Is that what I think it is? That's right, a very lantern made to honour the White Horse Adeptus herself. Isn't it gorgeous? Huh? What are you laughing at? Both the lantern and myself. What do you mean? This lantern truly is an artistic masterpiece, so tell me this. Have any of you ever seen a horse before? Come to think of it, Paimon can't remember ever actually seeing one herself. What about you, Kaiko? Me neither. I have, but not here. I have, but not here. This horse appears to be a trot, but it has adopted what is called a lateral gait, where the legs on one side of the body move together in unison, a rather rare sight indeed. Just now I suddenly picture myself, I mean the White Horse Adeptus, running the same way. The image was so absurd I could barely contain my mirth. Oh really? I never knew that. You learn something new every day. Huh. Oh come on, it's basically a giant piece of fan art. Who cares if it's different than the original? Then why laugh at yourself? I was merely laughing at my own ignorance. I came in thinking that the White Horse Adeptus tale had been long forgotten. Yet here I am, gazing upon a lantern made in her honour. Well, you couldn't have been more mistaken. There are so many tales about the White Horse Adeptus, I'm starting to lose count just off the top of my head. Just so you know, Yanfei, we've heard it all like a million times before. Ah, aha, but there's one thing I can guarantee that you haven't. Huh? You mean like a new chapter of her stories come to light? And I heard it from Ganyu just yesterday. Why don't you share it with the others? Sure, no problem. Let's begin. Do you guys still remember what Liyue's Moonchase Festival is about? Of course, it's a festival held in honor of the Stove God. Oh, Guo as the Stove God, as in Goba. His name is Gorba, but I've been calling him Goba. Can't let him know. That's right, it took a really long time for the Stove God Festival to become what it is today. Its earliest form is actually an adeptal ritual known as the Moonchase Rite. Huh? I remember Madame Ping mentioning that before, but she never explains exactly what it was. According to Claritina, the Moonchase Rite was originally a ritual meant for communicating with the moon. Oh, I know. Is that the one based on Mid-Autumn Festival? I think it might be. And that would make sense. Communicating with the moon, but for what purpose? At first, Claritina wasn't entirely sure either, as it was always Rex Lapis who performed the ritual. Whoa, I mean, Rex Lapis did it himself. Must have been a really important ritual. That's right. Unfortunately, despite numerous attempts, they never actually received any response from the moon, which is why they eventually stopped performing it. But then, just yesterday, Kaching took a picture of the moon being obscured by a dark hole to Claritina and asked if it had anything to do with the Moonchase Rite. When Claritina saw it, it suddenly dawned on her that Rite might have been an attempt to reach the White Horse Adeptus all along. Ah. Does that mean Zhongli's been trying to bring back the White Horse Adeptus all this time? How about that you never thought there might be a link between the White Horse Adeptus and the Moonchase Festival? It's quite the revelation, yes. Not exactly it's an idea I've been considered before. It is a revelation, yes. If Kaching hadn't taken that picture to Claritina, we would never have known any of this. This is probably what Kuching was referring to that day when she mentioned that there were some ideas she wanted to follow up on. So Geo Archon, all this time you've been striving to awaken her. Huh? What do you mean awaken? Nothing. What I truly meant to say was, this new insight you provided has been truly eye-opening. Oh, by the way, my trusty guides, I've been meaning to ask where in Liyue Harbor might one enjoy an expansive scenic view. Huh? We're off to the next stop already? Simon's barely done digesting that law bomb just now. All the reason to find the right spot to sink in. Oh, so that's what you're up to, a tour of Liyue Harbor. In that case, if you're looking for a spot with a panoramic view, I'd recommend Eugene Terrace. It's a great idea, since the terrace is on higher ground, the sea view from there is so much better. I agree. Great, well the lantern right's about to start, so we should get back to Granny's now. Hope to see you all at the festival tonight. Oh, you're off too? Oh, right then, see you both soon. See you soon. Here are all my guides, what are we waiting for? Okay, you're the boss, Eugene Terrace, it is. After all, the customer's always right. Hold on a second. Something else you needed to do? Let's take a photo here in front of the giant lantern. Ooh, Paimon likes that idea. And what, may I ask, is a photo? It's also an invention that lets you record moments in the blink of an eye, except you've got to try not to actually blink. Oh, what must I do in preparation then? Nothing. Nothing. All you gotta do is choose a pose. Kaiko will handle everything else. Oh, it's a selfie. Come on, let's give it a try. Look, we've got a great picture. Paimon's going to call it The White Horse Adeptus Meets the White Horse Adeptus in Liyue Harbor. They've even discovered a way to preserve moments in time. Now I truly am curious to witness what else these mortals may have accomplished. Very well, let us proceed. Eugene Terrace lies in that direction, does it not? Hey, wait for us. Truly a marvellous view, if there ever was one. It seems the charm of this Liyue Harbor is only heightened by the sun's dying light. And soon people start releasing their shower lanterns to mark the most important day of the year. Practically everyone will be with their friends and family, eating a big meal, chatting, and even setting off fireworks. Trust Paimon, it will look even more amazing then. What'd you say? Want to stay to see that? And the need, let us bring this weary day to a close. Weary day? You mean you didn't enjoy your tour? I'd imagine you would arrange for me to witness a grand spectacle, perhaps the descent of divine beings, manifestation of the sacred before mortal eyes, or the appearance of a selfless hero come to aid the helpless and downtrodden. Or should that not come to pass, then at the very least spend a little more coin, for that, it seems, is how one finds true enjoyment. Alas, but there was none of these. Instead, we merely filled our bellies, listened to tales, and gazed upon crude imitations of our likeness. And now the sun begins its descent. Oh, a day of quiet tedium. We're so sorry. If we'd known that was what you wanted, we'd have done it all differently. It's all that Johnny's fault for not making the customer's requirements clear. But it's too late now. Do you still believe I would part with that soul fragment, now so entwined with my very being? But... It's scaring Paimon already. And you were the most astute of the pair. Ah, you were trying to scare Paimon? It seems the realm of the Geo Archon has a way of making one more stony-faced. So you were just pulling Paimon's leg? Of course, I was merely engaging in a little banter with the two of you. Long ago, I shared tales with various mortals who chanced upon my mountain abode. Never did I imagine that those stories would endure. It seems I greatly underestimated them. Perhaps, as your Geolord said, a few pieces of ancient Longar's magnificent jade have truly become part of the very foundations of this land. You decided to help us? Again, that goes without saying, I made up my mind some time ago now. And when was that exactly? When I beheld a rather intriguing scene as I set foot in the city. Oh, before we did anything! I see. I saw porters passing through the alleys, setting down heavy wooden crates from their weary shoulders, peddlers pushing carts as the kites and lanterns upon them rustled gently in the breeze. I saw cooks cooking, actors acting, scholars reading, soldiers marching, children playing, elders resting, officials officiating, and the common folk absorbed in this or that, reveling in the simple joys of life. Some, it seems, have already found that which stirs their hearts, while others continue to fret, troubled by uncertain futures. In the gentle and serene order, each holds fast their anticipation, not only for the celebrations to come, but also for the first light of the morrow. Sometimes I once yearned, scenes I once yearned to belong now. Scenes I once yearned to belong now unfold before me, no longer in Langan, but in Liyue Harbor, thousands of years on. Ah, how wondrous is this mortal realm. Thank you. Thank you, White Horse Adeptus. Thank you so much. Adeptus Adepti, perhaps a single art in which we are truly proficient is that of sequestering ourselves within the high mountains. Once we leave our mountain refuge, we find ourselves drawn back to mortal ways all the same. So it is I who should offer my thanks to the two of you. Kaiko, Paimon, you've made this day more delightful than I've known in a very long time. Come now and take what it is you need. You mean, like right now? But don't you think we should wait for Zhongli? That would be necessary. All things shall meet again in their time, for the water knows no rest, and the flowers their appointed season. One need not fear that life is but a journey of goodbyes. Is she gone? Yes, she's gone. A deadly self is formed from the body's impure vapors, so naturally it can't survive long in this world. Had it not been sustained by the remnants of Zibai's soul, it would have faded away a long time ago. Now that the remnant is gone, it has severed its ties to the mortal world. Zhongli, when did you get here? A while ago. I would have thought that you'd at least want to say goodbye. No mountains endure the ceaseless waters will, at least, wear away their sharp edges. Thus must I meet the marks wrought upon her by the rule of time with great caution. Huh. That she was just terrible at saying goodbye. Maybe goodbye for now, but someday we'll meet again. Really? And when might that be? Who can say for sure? Years and years from now, perhaps. Maybe tonight at the Lantern Rite. Are you saying that if the White Horse Adeptus were to be resurrected, she still had the memories of the three deadly selves, that she'd still remember us? You'll find out soon enough. Oh. It is time. The rite is about to begin. Oh.
The rite is about to begin. Is the moon really gonna disappear? Got your lanterns ready, everyone?
All set.
Might be about time to put eyes to the sky. Wouldn't you say, Tianchuan?
Look! When the sun's out, eat the sun. When the moon's out, eat the moon!
Oh, is this the lunar eclipse?
Under moon eternal, in radiant night, a maiden grants silk, soft and light.
Under moon iridescent, in night divine, a maiden grants fiber for cloth
For
so
you.
fine. Under moon of frost, in night so great, a maiden grants tools to divine our fate. The fields are plowed, the seeds are sown, and from the earth, life is grown. The seedlings stretch, the crops do rise, and all unfolds before our eyes. Fruits are gathered, sweet wine is poured. These gifts we offer to our Lord. Pure as heaven, so fair and bright, she shines as light in this dark night.
And with her does this, wish take flight.
Devoted soul, scattered and unbound. Let this lantern guide you home. By its light be found.
Ah, that was so beautiful. So beautiful. And did you see? Chi-Chi gave Yao Yao, I don't know if she gave her the whole outfit or just the basket, but yay! They're talking, yes! The decision team got put through the ringer. Oh, they had to make sure it rhymed in every language. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. But it worked, and it was so cute, and everyone was there. I think we saw pretty much everyone in Liyue, and it was so cute. And Yao Yao got a little basket, and she was in her little New Year's outfit. And I think we saved the Horse Adeptus. Did we do it? Did we finally get to meet the real White Horse Adeptus? This place, where am I? A familiar land now known by the name of Liyue. Liyue, the peaks adorn the clouded moon. Then who might you be? Oh no, she seems to have lost all her memories after all. Those countless lights in the sky, what are they? These lights, each like a dwelling, in glad accord, usher in this day of joyous rebirth. And whose rebirth might that be? That of my old friend, Zibai. Zibai? Yeah, that's you. Don't you remember anything at all? That's me? Oh yes, the envoy of the Lunar Palace. My name is Zibai indeed. Then you must be... the Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star. Many years have passed since we last saw another Zibai, my friend. Welcome home. Home? Why does this place, this Liyue, feel at once so strange and yet so familiar? Do you remember who we are? Who you are? Who you are? Ah yes, I remember now. You are that treasure hunting damsel, the one stricken by the poisonous fish stew. No. How goes your quest for treasure? You must have achieved both fame and fortune by now, I trust. You got it all wrong. You talk about Liu Xiangxiang, and how many times I have to tell you that she wasn't poisoned? Sheesh. But I could have sworn. Oh, that's right. You're that impudent blonde youngster who kept meddling in my affairs. And to think you even had the audacity to presume yourselves worthy of being... what was it again? Ah yes, of being my guides. How very wonderful to see you again, my most faithful and beloved guides. I trust all has been well in my absence. Well, she finally got it right, but that sudden mood swing felt even weirder. It's like her head's packed full of slimes. It's possible that herself have not yet settled. After all, they've only just been brought back together. It may be some time before she fully recovers. You mean kind of like she's still half asleep? So how long will it take for her to fully recover? I cannot say for certain. Perhaps a few days, perhaps a few years. A few years? Also, years are but a poor measure when divine beings tread the realm of dreams. Well, if you say so. Anyway, at least she's whole again, right? That already seems like a pretty good outcome to Paimon. Yes, there's little cause for worry. We need only wait and let time take its course. It is quite funny to see, like, Zhongli's hair, and then see Zibai. Say, what are those little creatures up over there up to? And she talk about Yao Yao, because I see Yao Yao, and Chi Chi, and Xiangling, and Hu Tao, and Goba. Is that what she means? Talk about Yao Yao? Just a bit personality. A little bit, I guess. I mean, she didn't just sort of come together from 3 separate bits. They all had different thoughts and opinions, so it makes sense. Celebrating lantern, right, of course, and those lights up in the sky, those are all Xiao lanterns. This year, each and every one of them carries a little wish inside. Lantern, right? Then may I join in too? Of course. Why else do you think you've been running around like headless chickens these past few days? Tell you what, Kaiko, why don't we take the White Horse Adeptus out to celebrate? Who knows, maybe seeing some familiar faces might help her find her feet. Let's do that. Hey Zhongli, you've got some time in your hands now, right? Why don't you come along with us? By no means a bad idea, Paimon. Oh, and Zibai, before Paimon forgets, when we meet the others later, remember to wish them a happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite? Happy Lantern Rite. Yes, happy Lantern Rite indeed. Well then, let's go. Do you think she's going to turn into a horse? What is he looking at? Lantern Rite and Night of Joy reunion and moonlit blessings for all. Ooh! Wait till the morning of the day after tomorrow. Okay. Do you think we can actually see? Because she saw like Yao Yao and Chi Chi somewhere. I'm guessing they're not actually there though. That would be too convenient. Okay, we can wait. Well, no, we're not gonna wait. We're gonna skip ahead. Morning. Let's try this. I do like it says day after tomorrow, so that you can tell. I'm realizing we've actually finished Lantern Rite, and I don't have a plan for after Lantern Rite. I didn't think that far ahead. Is it not morning? Maybe it's still night. There we go. Huh? But it's morning. What do you want about? I have to do it again? Let's try this again. Is it not morning? Oh, maybe 8 is morning. Well, you could have said 8. You just said morning. Go to, Paimon wonders how the White Horse Adeptus is getting along. Maybe we should check in on her. We can ask Zhongli where she is. Okay, so we're going to go and check on Zhongli in third round knockout. And see if he's over there. Looks like Zhongli hasn't stopped by for tea today. Hey, are you two looking for your friend? Try going up that way. Is Zhongli up that way? No, but that young lady who was dressed up as the White Horse Adeptus the other day is. She's your friend, right? I just saw her head toward ramen restaurant. I was wondering why she was eating alone, but then you two showed up hot on her heels. Oh, what luck. We were just on our way to find her, but what's she doing at ramen restaurant? I have no idea. I said hello, but she completely ignored me. She couldn't have forgotten who I am, right? I mean, we're kindred spirits, aren't we? Maybe she's still half asleep. Her brain might be a little fuzzy. Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering why her eyes were so red. Oh. Her eyes are red? That doesn't sound good. We need to find out what's happening. You young people, staying up all night because you think you're invincible, lucky your friend messing out with sleep, and now said she could pretend to be the White Horse Adeptus. That's where that leads you, you know? A word to your friend from someone who's older and wiser. She really needs some rest. Paimon wouldn't be so certain about the older and wiser part. What was that? Nothing. We'll make sure to pass on your message. Very long, then. Oh, and don't forget to come back and check on my Rex Lapis cosplay when you're done. Okay! But the fact that her eyes are red are not a good sign. That means she maybe isn't fully, like, cohesive yet. That sounds like the her that was, possessing... Yes. Oh, no. Where's the proprietor? Come out and see me at once. Oh, Shenhe? Darling and Chef Mao aren't here right now. What can I help you with? And who might you be? My name is Shenhe. I work here at Ramen Restaurant. Shenhe? Are you that crane adeptus who loves planting mint? Wait, are you the crane adeptus who loves planting mint? No? It's been a few days. Have you improved your gardening skills? Did you manage to cover the slopes with mint? Mint? I don't know anything about mint, but I am familiar with Qingshin and grape blaze lilies. Huh? Are you casting mint from your mind? How can a practitioner of self-cultivation be so fickle, chasing after every new plant that catches their eye? I'm not sure I get what you mean. Are you delirious from hunger? Would you like something to eat? Shenhe, White Horse Zibai, so this is where everyone is. Ha ha ha. Kaiko Paramount, it's been a long time. Happy Lansamite. Happy Lansamite, Shenhe. Is this customer a friend of yours? I guess you could say that. Don't mind her, Shenhe. She's just a little cranky because she didn't sleep very well last night and she just woke up. Look how red her eyes are. Usually that's not the middle bits of your eyes. That's talking about the edges Paimon. Oh, Mr. Pirates. Hello, welcome. We're finishing off Lantern Rite because it's got about 6 hours left. Probably less now, because it was about 6 hours when I started. I see. In that case, Miss Zibai, I have a tonic here infused with Qingxin. It's cool and soothing when applied to the eyes. Would you like to try a few drops? Stop right there. Who are you two noisy children? Hey, have you forgotten about us already? We're your guides. Guides? Yes, I need to recall something about some guides. Oh, yellow. Yes, now I remember. What luck. I was just looking for someone to show me the way to Yilong Wharf. Huh? You're starting to come around? Why do you want to go to Yilong Wharf? Someone requested my help in purchasing some tea leaves. I was informed they have discounted prices during the festival and that I shall get a good deal there. Tea leaves? It sounds like Zhongli's doing. He sure knows how to get people running errands for him. Has Zhongli started buying discounted tea? Your friend Zhongli initially requested the most expensive tea. But then a young lady in a hexagram hat mentioned he'd burned through the Wangcheng funeral parlor's yearly expenses at an exhibition a few days ago. As such, he's only permitted to buy items that are discounted this month. Oh, that's his boss, Hu Tao. It's about time she realized the problem and put us up to his spending sprees. Oh, I see. So that's why you're here. Unfortunately, Woman's Restaurant doesn't sell tea leaves. If you're truly in need, I could gather some wild tea from the mountain slopes. You don't sell tea leaves, but I remember your boss, Miss Liu, saying that she owns tea fields. You really should get some rest. The person you're talking about isn't the boss of Woman's Restaurant. She's just like you. She came here to eat. Is that so? Life really is full of surprises. What surprises? Your brain really is screwy as a pack of slimes. I can't believe Zhongli entrusted you with going all the way to Yilong Wharf and buying tea. Why don't we show you the way to Yilong Wharf? That would be excellent, my dutiful guides. Yes, Miss Crane. I apologize profusely for my improper behavior just now. Please forgive me. I completely understand. Master often says the human body is like a mechanism in need of regular maintenance. When a person cannot rest at night, they are sure to become irritable and on edge. Miss Crane, you appear reasoned and compassionate on the surface, yet I sense dark forces churning within your spiritual core. Those red ropes you wear are what bind them, am I correct? You can sense that? Indeed, I also sense that with your strength you might try undoing one or two of those bonds when training. Untie has ropes? Wouldn't that be risky? Though the use of red ropes to bind the soul is a wondrous technique, practitioners must eventually learn to break free from external aids and look within themselves for restraint. Arthur told me similar things, but I am not ready yet. If self-cultivation has progressed far enough, then I will seek further guides from my master. If you still have any doubts, you can find me at the Baiju Guest House. I'll be taking up residence there for a while. Yes, you should. I think that would be funny. And now, my dutiful guides, let us be off. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.